Mo's Place. I'm so glad you could join me today. I'm going to show you the basics for an apple pie. As you can see in my pan right now, I have my apples simmering and I have lemon juice on them. I've got a mixture of Macintosh and Granny Smith because it gives you a firmer texture in your pie and it adds a little bit of tartiness to it. And because of my English background, I really appreciate that. That's how my mum used to make the pies. So right now the apples are cooking. They've been simmering for about 3 minutes in the lemon juice. So now I'm going to add in my butter. Always butter, never margarine. Always butter. Then I'm going to add to that the sugar. Just sprinkle it over the top evenly so that it's cooking through. It's going to give a nice syrupy texture to your apples. Now these only take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes to be ready, and once they're done we're going to add a thickener to it, a thickening agent. Now as you're adding the flour into these, make sure that you just gently move the apples, same as you putting the sugar in, because they've been cooking already. You don't want them to break up, but you want that butter to melt through the apples so that when it goes into the pie you get this delicious buttery texture. Now these are just about ready. We'll just give it a minute here, as you can see. We'll give her a minute just for the butter to settle through and the sugar. You don't need to worry about the sugar being dissolved because it will dissolve as you bake the pie. So right now I'm going to use the flour, and I have a couple of tablespoons of all-purpose flour here. Just sprinkle it over the top gently. It smells so good. And again, we're going to just take the pan. I'm just moving it up so that you can see what I'm doing here. And I'm just gently allowing that flour to mix in with the syrup, with the butter. Now we're not going to cook this, we're just going to mix it in. And then we're going to remove it from the heat and let it cool for about half an hour before you put in your pie crust. Now these days you can buy store-bought pie crust if you like, or ready-made pastry. I make my own pastry, and as you can see from the cookbook here, this is my recipe book. It's called Mo's Place, Delicious and Complicated Cooking, and it is available at Amazon.com. And you'll find multi recipes in there, from vegetarian meats, sauces, pies, cakes, breads, just a whole wad of ideas for you to cook and enjoy with your family and friends. So there we have it. This is ready. I'm just going to remove it from the heat. Now for saving time, I already went ahead this morning and baked the pie. So we're just going to take a nice slice of this pie and add some ice cream to it. Now as you can see, the apples are still intact, but they're not that firm, rubbery looking apple. They've got a lovely texture and a lot of juice in the pie. So now we're just going to add some ice cream on top of this. Please and thank you. That's my grandson helped me. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Now I like a nice French vanilla ice cream. You can choose whatever you like to go onto your apple pie. And my grandson's going to be the taste tester. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Grandma's pies are the best.
I think you just like anything I bake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Good. Now you've got a pie to take home too.
Oh, so excited.
Great.
So excited.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you for joining me. Join me again next time at Mo's Place.